This year's U.S. corn supplies have been racked by heat waves and drought, causing corn prices to skyrocket worldwide, up 23%, according to the latest UN Food and Agriculture Organization report. In response, FAO Director General Jose Graziano da Silva is calling for the suspension of a U.S. federal law that requires 40% of domestic corn production to be used as biofuels, saying that a suspension would, quote, give some respite to the market and allow more of the crop to be channeled towards food and feed uses. What does Secretary General Ban Ki-moon think?
Well, the SG supports the question of alleviating the possible food shortages that are being seen around the world. Obviously, the increase in prices of food is very detrimental to development, and it is also very detrimental to security. When people go hungry, they get upset, and when they get upset, they demonstrate, and it causes a certain imbalance in societies.
When pressed further, however, Del Buey could not confirm whether Ban backed Da Silva's call for such a suspension of U.S. law. The call for food across the world grows louder as UN officials in Geneva outline the deepening food insecurity situation in Western Africa.
It is very important to underline that we are witnessing in the Sahel a dramatic humanitarian situation. The number of refugees from Mali has reached 260,000, and they are in countries that are facing a very difficult food security situation. Mauritania, Niger, Burkina Faso have kept their borders open, have shared their resources in a very difficult economic situation and in a very difficult food security situation for their own peoples.
The U.S. Department of State is well informed on the situation in Eastern Africa, where a famine has clobbered Somalia and its neighbors for more than a year.
We see refugees fleeing from the south of Sudan into South Sudan and Ethiopia. And we also have our regular needs, such as camps in Kenya for Somalis. And so what we're finding is everything is being stretched thin. And you're all reading about what's happening in Syria on a daily basis, but we were concerned that this particular crisis has been neglected.
Stretched thin indeed, but there's no sign that the U.S. will change its 40% corn biofuel standard. U.S. Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack says that, quote, there are jobs connected to that industry and less reliance on foreign oil. In a U.S. where jobs are at a premium in an election year, the biofuel standard will likely stay as it is. Hank Flynn, Press TV, New York.